everyone. My name is Mary, and welcome to Intro to Yin Yoga. We're going to start off today's practice in Child's Pose, so go ahead and join me on your mat, coming up onto your knees. We're going to set our hips back onto our heels. We're going to keep our legs together. We're going to take an inhale to find length in our spine. And then we're going to exhale, walking our hands forward, placing our chest down onto our thighs and our forehead down onto the mat. Coming into Child's Pose. We'll take a moment to get settled into your body, finding your breath, focusing on your inhales and your exhales. Letting go of all that no longer serves you today. If you feel called to do so, please set an intention for today's practice. Through today's practice, seek release in the present moment. Become aware of your body in this present moment and be open to how it feels. Open yourself to accepting the space that you are currently in and allowing yourself to be free and to let go as we move along our yoga journey today. Come to your mat today as you are. Take what you need and leave whatever doesn't serve you behind. Now let's turn our attention back to our breath, focusing on our inhales and our exhales. And as we're focusing on our breath, I'd like to walk you through a guided meditation. Become aware of the beam of light behind your eyes. Allow this light to lead you into a deeper state of stillness. As you arrive here for your practice, letting go of all of your responsibilities and your tasks as you find this deeper state of inner stillness. Become softer. Soften your shoulders. Soften your jaw. Soften your face. And allow your tongue to fall to the bottom of your mouth, softening your face. Try to resist any urge to clench up here. On your out breath, release any feelings of tension. Feel a sense of letting go. Set an intention for today's practice. Perhaps that intention can be to flow in the now, to just be here with life on your mat, you and your practice. We'll remain here for a few more minutes, enjoying this calm, peaceful silence. Now when you're ready, please bring awareness back into your body, walking your hands in towards your chest, coming up onto your hands and knees, onto your mat. As we transition into our next pose, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees here. We're coming in to do some cat-cows. So you want to make sure your wrist is in alignment with your shoulders and your knees are in alignment with your hips. And we're going to inhale, dropping the belly down, arching the back, bringing the chin up. And we're going to exhale, sucking the belly in, bringing the chin towards our chest. And you're going to flow with your breath for 2 minutes. Inhaling, pushing the belly out, arching the back, bringing the chin up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the chin towards the chest, sucking the belly in. Yin Yoga is a passive, introspective practice that stretches our connective tissue around our joints. It's designed to help you sit more comfortably and for longer periods of time in meditation. Speaking of meditation, in Yin, the instructor's role is to cue the students into the pose and then remain quiet as the student meditates on how their body and mind feels in that pose. So as today's practice goes on, if you notice I'm getting quieter, it's so you can reflect on what's going on inside of your body and your mind. Yin Yoga is not restorative. Yin is meant to be challenging yet relaxing, whereas restorative is meant to be relaxing and not challenging. And in Yin, we hold poses for a length of time in order to access our deeper layers of fascia. And in today's practice, we'll be holding most of our poses for about 2 minutes. So we got about 30 more seconds to do on these cat-cows. So really focus on that breath, flowing with your inhales and your exhales. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and drop down onto your belly, onto the mat. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So you want to make sure to ground your hips into the mat. Your legs are straight, extended out behind you. You're going to bring your elbows in alignment with your shoulders underneath your chest. And you're going to inhale, arching up in the chest by bringing your chin up towards the sky. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes. There are 3 principles associated with Yin Yoga. First, we come to our appropriate edge. This intention is to make sure that you come into the posture honoring your body in a way that is gentle and kind. Our second principle is to make a commitment to find stillness, allowing your muscles to soften. And our third principle is to hold each pose for a period of time. Now remember to focus on your breath. Your breath can always anchor you and help you get through the time. We got about 30 more seconds here. Maybe close your eyes here. Enjoy these last few seconds. When you're ready, please go ahead and release everything down onto the mat, bringing your arms parallel to the top edge of your mat, coming into Crocodile Pose, where we will just take about 30 seconds to counter what we just did in Sphinx. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, please come on back up to hands and knees. We're going to set up for a frog pose here. So open your knees wider than your mat. And you want to bring your feet out so that the side of your foot is parallel to the mat for both legs. And we're going to exhale coming forward. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes here. Remember, the first principle in Yin invites us to come to our edge. The edge is not seen as extreme end range of motion, but rather a place that feels therapeutic, both physically and emotion. Now you can stay up on your forearms here like I am, but if you can come all the way down, you can as well. Gaze should be towards the floor. And you can close your eyes here. We got about 30 more seconds here. Remember to focus on your breath. All right, when you're ready, please bring one leg in towards the midline of your body, and then bring the other one in slowly. And we're going to come down again into Crocodile Pose to release from frog. So go ahead and bring your arms parallel to the top edge of your mat and lower your head down to rest on your arms. We'll take just about 30 seconds here. Coming into our breath. Remembering to focus on this moment in time. And now, when you're ready, please come on up onto your knees into a kneeling position. We're going to set ourselves up for puppy dog pose. So making sure your knees are in alignment with your hips, we're going to go ahead and walk our hands forward so that our chest is melted down onto the mat. And you can rest your forehead down onto the mat. We're going to hold for 2 minutes there. As our yin practice progresses, we may watch certain states of mind arise, and we may want to escape them. There may be physical discomfort, or the mind may try to pull you towards the next moment. Yet, can you stay? In all our relationships and practices, we have the opportunity to get committed and to stay, regardless of circumstances. So now watch for those moments of boredom, frustration, impatience, and let them arise and dissipate. This is the practice. Each breath, each new day is a chance for us all to start again. An opportunity to practice being committed. The second principle in Yin. Now we have about 30 more seconds here in this puppy dog pose. Remember to focus on your breath. We're breathing in peace today, and we're breathing out tension. When you're ready, please walk your hands back in towards your knees. Swing your legs around so that you're sitting on your bottom. We're going to come into fire log pose. So you can either stay at the top of your mat where you're facing the top edge of your mat, or you can come to the long edge of your mat. You're going to place your foot parallel to the mat, your left leg parallel to the mat, and you're going to bring your right shin on top of your left knee. Flexing your feet to engage your thighs. We're going to inhale to find length in our spine, and we're going to exhale and bow forward. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes. Focusing on our breath. Breathing in peace. And breathing out tension. Remember to focus on your breath. Our inhales and our exhales. We'll take about 30 more seconds here before we go to do this on the next side. Now, when you're ready, please place your hands behind you so that you can come up, release your legs from Crocodile Pose. And we're going to windshield wiper our legs to just kind of counter what we just did. Now, taking your right leg and bringing it horizontal to your mat, you're going to bring your left shin and place it on top of your right knee. Coming into Fire Log Pose on the left side. Inhaling to find length in your spine. You're going to exhale to bow forward. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes. We'll take about 30 more seconds here. When you're ready, please place your hands on behind you and release your legs. And go ahead and windshield wiper those legs to counter what we just did. And when you're ready, remaining seated, we're coming into half butterfly pose now. So go ahead and extend your right leg out in front of you, over to the side a little bit. And you're going to bring your left sole of your foot in to rest on the inner thigh of your right leg. Flexing your right foot, You're going to inhale to find length in your spine. And you're going to exhale to bow forward. Coming into half butterfly pose on the right side. Now, if you need to, you can put a little micro bend in the extended leg if it's hurting your knee too much. And we're going to hold there for 2 minutes. Focusing on our breath. Breathing in peace. Breathing out tension. We'll take about 30 more seconds here. When you're ready, please slowly come on back up. Lift your head up and your spine up. You can bring your hand in underneath your knee to lift that extended knee up. And we're going to extend out our left leg now. And we're going to bring our right sole of our foot into rest on the inner thigh of our left leg. Flexing our left foot, bringing a micro bend into the knee if we need to. We are going to inhale to find length in our spine, and we're going to exhale to bow forward. And we will hold here for 2 minutes. Remember to focus on your breath. Your inhales and your exhales. Breathing in peace. And breathing out tension. We'll take about 30 more seconds here. When you're ready, please go ahead and walk your hands back in towards your body so that your spine and your neck will come back up. Now, we're going to come into butterfly pose. So go ahead and bring both of your legs in. You're going to have the soles of your feet touching. Coming into butterfly pose. And we're going to inhale to find length here. And we're going to exhale to come forward. Bowing forward, closing our eyes. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes. We'll take about 30 more seconds here. Now, when you're ready, please walk your hands back in towards your body so that your spine and your neck will come on up. We're now going to come back to lying down onto our back, onto our mat. We're coming into fish pose. So you're going to need 2 blocks for this. So setting your blocks up so that it's on the second height and the long side is up, at the top of your mat. Your other block is going to be parallel to the long edge of your mat, and it's going to be on the shorter height. So now, coming back into fish pose, you're going to bring your body so that your hips are touching the block. You're going to inhale to find length in your spine, and you're going to exhale, coming to lay back onto the blocks. You want your head resting on the block that is higher, and your back resting on the block that is longer. We're going to hold here for 3 minutes. Your arms can be beside you, palms up or palms down, whatever is comfortable for you here. And you can close your eyes here and really go inside to feel how your body feels inside as we go along this session today. Pay attention to your mind too. How's that feeling right now? Remember to focus on your breath. And breathing in peace. And breathing out tension. We'll take about 30 more seconds here. Now when you're ready, please plant your feet onto the mat. We're going to roll off of the blocks gently. You can now move those blocks out of the way. We won't need them again. So coming up into a kneeling position here, you're going to take your hands and place your palms resting on your back, kind of on your hips. You're going to inhale to find length here, and you're going to exhale and just bring your chin up gently. If you can bend your back slightly, you can go ahead and do that, but if that's too much, then just bring your chin up to the sky, not coming into the back bend. And we're going to hold there for 2 minutes. We got about 30 more seconds here. If you went into a back bend here, begin slowly releasing from the back bend here. And now, everyone else, please go ahead and bring your hands in front of you on the mat. We're coming down to sit on our bottom on the mat. We're coming into cow face pose with eagle arms. So bringing your right knee on top of your left knee. Coming into cow face pose. You're then going to take your right elbow and place it to the other side of your left elbow. And you're going to swing it around if you can. If you cannot swing it around, you can just place your right arm up against your left arm. We're going to go ahead and swing that around if you can, and we're going to hold here for 2 minutes. Really focusing on our breath here. You want to try to bring your elbows down towards the mat. Really opening in those shoulders. Relaxing anywhere that doesn't need to be tense right now. That could include places like your jaw. Got about 30 more seconds before we have to do this on the other side. Remember to focus on your breath. Now when you're ready, please go ahead and release your arms slowly. Go ahead and drop those down. You can bring your hands behind you on the mat so that you can release your legs from the bind. We're going to go ahead and windshield wiper those legs, countering what we just did. And then when you're ready, please go ahead and bring your left knee on top of your right knee. You're going to bring your left elbow to the other side of your right elbow. And you can wrap it around and interlace your fingers if you can. Otherwise, you can just place your forearms up against each other. And we're going to hold here for 2 minutes. Trying to pull those elbows down. Remember to focus on your breath. We're breathing in peace. We're breathing out tension. We got about 30 more seconds here. Now go ahead and slowly unwrap your arms. Bring your palms to the mat behind you so that you can bring your legs out of that bind. Go ahead and windshield wiper those legs. And when you're ready, please come to lie back on your mat, on your back. We're making our way into a bridge pose. So bring your heels as close to your bottom as you can. We're going to bring our arms down beside us, our bodies on the mat, placing our palms of our hands onto the mat. We're going to take an inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to lift our hips up off of the mat, coming into bridge pose. We're going to hold for 2 minutes. Focusing on our breath, allowing it to anchor us and get us through this time. We've got about 30 more seconds here. Now when you're ready, please go ahead and release your hips back down onto the mat. Extending your legs out in front of you. Or windshield wipering the legs if you need to. We're going to be coming into a twist here. So go ahead and inhale your knees into your chest. And we're going to exhale our knees over to the right. Opening our arms into a T. We're going to hold for 2 minutes. You want to make sure to keep your left shoulder grounded into the mat. We have about 30 more seconds here before we do this on the other side. Now when you're ready, please go ahead and bring your knees back into your chest. Wrapping your arms around them, shaking them, rocking into your knees. And when you're ready, please go ahead and exhale your knees down to the left side, coming into a twist onto the left side. Opening your arms out into a T, making sure your right shoulder is staying grounded into the mat. And we're going to hold for 2 minutes. Your gaze can either be towards the right or up towards the ceiling or the sky. You can close your eyes right now if that feels good. Reflecting on these final moments. We have about 30 more seconds before we sink into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Now when you're ready, please bring your knees back into your chest. Wrapping your arms around and rocking into them. And then when you're ready, please go ahead and extend your legs out onto your mat. Arms beside you. Eyes closed. Coming into Shavasana. We're going to focus on our breath, our inhales and our exhales. And as you lie here, imagine your breath as if it were seaweed. Inhale. Exhale. Gently moving on the currents of the ocean. Inhale. Exhale. Meeting the changes of the sea. Going with the flow. Inhale. Exhale. The seaweed dances and accommodates your breath with ease. Inhale. Exhale. And as the current starts to still, so does your breath as you fall deeper into Shavasana. Now when you're ready, please wiggle your hands and feet and open your eyes. Please join me in a cross-legged position on your mat. And when you're ready, please bring your hands into prayer position at your heart, bowing your head and closing your eyes. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat today, for remaining mindfully present in the moment, for staying grounded and focused on yourself and your body. Your body thanks you also. And as we end today's session, I offer you one last thing, a mantra for peace, harmony, and happiness. Unto heaven, may there be peace. Peace in the skies and peace on earth. May all the waters and plants know peace. May the great trees of the forest and the universe know peace. May there be peace, happiness, and wholeness for all. Om Shanti 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 Om. I hope today's session has brought you peace, love, and happiness. Thank you for allowing me to practice with you today. Namaste.